Today I want to talk about mastic gum. We've been using this for about 13 years for conditions like H. pylori, mucosal linings that are depleting in the gut, especially when people have a peptic ulcer or a stomach ulcer, in cases where people have very poor digestion. For example, you were able to eat a lot of foods, and now after a while, you can't eat any of those foods. You get acidity, you get bloating, you have discomfort, IBS-like symptoms, and you keep wondering, I could eat those foods, I can't eat them anymore. That's because in many cases, we've lost the integrity of the mucosal lining in the gut. Today, the gum that I want to talk about, and I'm actually chewing it right now, I've gotten into a habit of chewing it very regularly, especially when I travel because of its digestive benefits. Mastic gum is a resin that's found in the Mediterranean region. It's found in Greece, it's found in Cyprus. It's a resin from a tree, and you get them in little small granules. You can also get them in a supplement form, but always take the supplement under professional guidance. Like if I have an H. pylori patient who comes to me diagnosed with an H. pylori, we may use a supplement alongside the antibiotic. When you have an H. pylori infection, what is an H. pylori? It's a bacteria. This bacteria breeds in the stomach when you have low stomach acid, or you have the bacteria that creates low stomach acid. And now because you have low stomach acid, you cannot break down protein into amino acids. You cannot absorb nutrients from the food that you eat. So the H. pylori bacteria is also today considered as a carcinogen. It can lead to certain cancers in the body, and that's why the moment you're detected with an H. pylori, you need to go to your doctor, and your doctor is going to put you on a 7, 14, or a 21-day course of antibiotics, which, believe me, you should take, because you're better off without the bacteria than with the bacteria. Now, alongside the bacteria, you can also use mastic gum. It will be prescribed to you in the form of a supplement, especially if you're on the antibiotic, but if not, you can just chew the gum, and I'll come to that very soon. But the point is, never replace the antibiotic for an H. pylori with mastic gum alone. Now, once you finish the antibiotic course, I suggest that you continue with mastic gum for at least a month, because some people who have consumed a lot of antibiotics may be antibiotic resistant, and they think that the antibiotic has killed the H. pylori, but it doesn't. You can also be aware of this with the symptoms. If you have an H. pylori, like I said, you'll have a lot of bloating, you'll have acidity, a lot of burping, unusual amounts of burping. And then you want to get a stool test done, or you want to get a breath test done and see if you have an H. pylori. Now, coming back to mastic gum, the reason I'm chewing mastic gum, or you should as well, is it's great for your digestive system. It just strengthens, and it can also build your mucosal lining in the intestine, which is so important. What destroys it? Too much of acids. How do we get too much of stomach acid? We're overeating, we're snacking all the time, we're eating processed, we're eating junk food, or hey, you've been on medication. The reason I'm chewing mastic gum right now, because I was on a course of antibiotics last week, and even last month, unfortunately. And I know my gut's been acting up a little bit, so I know I want to build my mucosal lining. So I have this mastic gum, which you can buy on Amazon. You get them in little granules. Don't take the supplement. Like I said, use the supplement only if it's prescribed for you. I would prescribe it for people based on their condition. But mastic gum, they're little granules, yellow granules that you get. You can take 2 of them, and you can just chew on them. They'll join in your mouth, and they'll form like a stick of gum. And then you just chew. You chew for about 20 to 30 minutes, and then you spit it out. You don't swallow it. And you can do this once a day, or you can do this twice a day. Now, what are the benefits of mastic gum? If you go to a place like places in Greece, places in Cyprus, you'll find mastic gum in their ice creams, in their yogurts, in a lot of their foods because of the digestive benefits. Like we chew ajwain in India, jeera, and soft. We can also choose mastic gum. Number 1, it's great for your oral health. It's antibacterial and antimicrobial. So it can also help you with excess plaque buildup in your mouth, especially if you have a lot of bad breath. It can also help you with germs that you may have in your mouth. Not a replacement for your medicine, but chewing on mastic gum can help you with your oral microbiome. You have a microbiome in your gut. You also have a microbiome in your mouth. That's number 1. Number 2, like I said, your digestive issues. If you have acid reflux, chewing on mastic gum will also help you with acid reflux. It's not going to solve your problem, but it can reduce the acid reflux. It can give you some amount of relief. So it's great for that. indigestion. Or like I said, if you've been unable to eat a couple of foods and you want to check the integrity of your mucosal lining, chewing on mastic gum is a great habit. The third thing, it's great for your liver. Okay, it's not a replacement for your medication, but sometimes if your SGOT or your SGPT, those are your liver enzymes, go up, chewing on mastic gum can also lower those enzymes, but you don't want to miss what's causing it. If you're drinking alcohol and you have liver enzymes which are inflamed or high in your body, mastic gum is not going to help that. Stopping alcohol or minimizing alcohol is going to help you with that. But I'm talking about patients with jaundice, patients with dengue, patients who have gone through a lot of steroids and heavy medication, which in turn is creating higher liver enzymes in your liver. Chewing on mastic gum can definitely help you with that. So mastic gum can be used for all of these things together. It's highly anti-inflammatory. It's also a powerful antioxidant. So, instead of chewing all the horrible gums available in the market that have hidden sugars, colors, and all of that stuff, mastic gum has no flavor. And I know there are some brands around the world that are now making mastic gum into proper little cubes to chew. And they have a little bit of spearmint added to it and all of that stuff. But I like to keep things simple. Order mastic gum, they're little granules. Put 2 of them in your mouth and you can chew on them. Okay, now be aware, if you just got your cavity filled or you have a dental procedure, do not chew on mastic gum then. Very important for you. Mastic gum is also great for people who have cavities. Okay, so this is how you can use mastic gum. Simple, it's being used by civilizations around the world for the longest time. And sometimes we got to be aware of the gifts that nature gives us and use it the right way. Just coming back to H. pylori again, please understand, the mastic gum can be used to treat H. pylori, but if you have an H. pylori, please take the antibiotic that your doctor gives you. Have a great day, everyone. Have a great weekend ahead. Until next time, eat smart, move more, sleep right, breathe deep, and remember, you care is all about you.